Hello and welcome to Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. Today we'll have a look at MoneyGram Incorporated, traded at NASDAQ, ticker name MGI. Well, MGI is interesting stock to watch for because it has shown the broken wave up during last trade session of Friday. So it started very nice confirmed upwards wave, and then it was suddenly broken without going to oversold area to the level almost of moving average 20, this green line. And now the question is what will happen with this stock, what can we expect here. To understand this, let's have a look in general analysis of the stock. By the way, we have here three moving averages depicted being green, blue and red line, moving averages 20, 50 and 200 correspondingly. So after having the COVID depth, famous 17-16 of March, the stock was showing upwards recovery, and before going that, it did actually another wave downwards and reconfirmed the COVID depth at the beginning of April, and only then the recovery started. So this is also interesting to remember for the stock. And then we see actually very strong uptrend that was first going really steady. Then it has shown a very fast track. So first one is this one, we can call it track 1. Trend 1, it had actually two waves and one small wave, third one, and then after reconfirmation third time at about May 18, it started accelerated track, which went strongly overbought situation for RSI and actually exceeded the pre-COVID condition. This is very remarkable here that this stock is now being traded at higher than the pre-COVID. This is important to remember, because this will give us some understanding on what's going on. Actually, after reconfirming trend 1 line, after it was finished at 18 of May, it started very fast acceleration here. That was actually first going steady up, then so-called excitement mode, and then after some recombination, recovery and correction, it came 8th of June to its end. Then it was just steady slope wave, very flat one. We were there, and now it looks like actually it was two times reconfirmed. One wave ended at the beginning of July, then second wave we just had it like 1 week ago, and then it seemed like we have started another fast track after having this track 2 and track 3 being flat one. It seemed like we started fast track, but it was broken Friday, and we had this very deep downwards red candle with very deep also downward shadow, which is, speaking shadow wise, is kind of bullish. It's not really a piercer, but a bullish, because the body of this red shadow is quite big still, and it used moving average 20 as support. So still it's a question whether this trend line 4 actually will be a new trend, or there will be first some strong correction. And if you look to RSI, it was clear that it was preparing for upward movement and before this line started at 22nd of July. Then it went up, but now it's broken, so RSI also followed down, meaning that we are kind of coming to, again, a middle case of RSI, about 50, but still we are not there, we're at 58. So it might be we will have some correction. Actually, the trade of Monday will show what we will have. If we will have a doji, which will be probably in the area of the shadow of the last red candle, if we will have red doji most probably, then it might be an indication of a recovery start, and maybe we will again experience moving average 20 as a support, with some slight possible piercing towards moving average 50, which is just following closely here. If we will draw it here, it's actually something like that. So what might happen, we will experience this as a support and then go higher, or with some smaller piercing towards moving average 50 and then go higher. If the Monday candle won't be doji, or will be some piercer doji, meaning like with very low red shadow, then it might mean that we will actually go further and reconfirm our downwards correction only at the area about this, by the way, this orange line, which is not only the pre-COVID, but also like long-term support here, and also moving average 200, which worked also as a support at about June 8th, and will work again as support. So here it will be then double support. If we pierce further down, if this will be a piercer candle, we will go to this level, and only then we will have a recovery. So keeping this in mind, be very mindful, because there are two possibilities. Either it will be a small doji and immediate recovery, we continue upwards trend, or it will be like a piercer candle and then we go down. Anyway, if you are already in position, just keep some funds for average down. Well, in general, this is advice here. Be ready for average down. Be cautious with buying. Keep it in portions, because a very deep support is, of course, moving average 200 and this orange line. But yeah, you can say, well, man, it's up to 30% still here between, of course. It might be possibly very volatile play here, so be ready for that. Be ready to average down at the levels of this. Let's say this black circle, but also be mindful that it could be immediate recovery, and you can actually make a small first portion try out buy in the area of this red shadow of previous candle somewhere here, and then if it's pierced, if the trend 4 is pierced, then you know next average down will be somewhere actually here. So let's say there will be 3 echeloned defense: first circle, second circle, and third circle. It's really the safest advice here to follow if you really want to try. Be mindful, because the breakage of the trend is usually not a good sign momentarily, but in general, this stock is not that bad. So, but of course, up to 30% volatility might happen here. So cautiousness, and being ready for average down. That's the main advice for MGI for next week. But I would advise just to wait, maybe till middle week, then you know exactly what's going on. If you are afraid to catch the immediate upward trend, well, then you can try to buy and then be ready for average down. That was it for MGI. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel.